Welcome in, tuned in live to Degen Fantasy. It is August 20th, 2024, and I'm waiting on co-host Double Down Dan to come in. He's probably having some technical issues, but I'm going to be streaming until he does. I sent him the link. I'm practically sure. I'll double check here, but today we are getting into what you need, what you absolutely need to win your fantasy football league this year. If you're like me, you're one of those guys that on his free time is either trying to fill out trades in his league, in his fantasy league, or is listening to other content creators talk about who to drop, who to add, who's moving up rankings, moving down rankings. And through my 4 or 5 years of fantasy football, what I'm learning is that you need to draft correctly. There's a couple different ways to do it. Obviously, when you're in a league and you know that a lot of your league mates trade, there's a strategy of grabbing younger, good players or big name players to trade as trade value, or using anything you can through your draft strategy to take the best player available. Because say you're really heavy on the wide receiver side, that's not as big of an issue if you're in a trade heavy league, because you can make something work. And one of my favorite things to do in fantasy in general is make trades, maybe to an annoying sense of bugging my league mates. But if you've made trades with people in the past, and it's always kids screaming in my house, I'm sorry. If you made a trade recently with league mates in the past, like prior seasons, you're more likely to make a trade with them. So that's something that I'm going to be keying in on, and there's a lot of stuff to drop on, but we got Double Down Dan.
Dude, so fucking sorry. Hold on. I'm setting it up.
Did you think I was going to wait?
My phone just turned the fuck off. So
I had a feeling your phone was dead or something. You're
no,
good.
Dude, it wasn't just dead. It just wouldn't let me. It froze. It was horrible. Anyways, I'm back. I'm good. Let's do it.
Well, welcome into the show. What you missed is just a little bit of an intro talking some fantasy.
Looking handsome the whole time. Is that what I missed?
I zoomed in the camera today, and it's quite the look. I ain't gonna lie to you. Gonna see if I can adjust your mic volume. All right, we should be good. All right, so what I was just speaking on though was there's a lot of so I was thinking of starting with the fantasy today, because I know we always title a video and then start with the opposite, and people come in and they're kind of just like, oh, this is not what I was looking for, and they move on. Okay. So the title of this is Talking Fantasy after we get into fantasy and basically how we're going to rank each picked position in the draft for snake drafts. And then maybe we'll talk a little bit about auction draft too, which I'm going to be accustomed to very fast with Dan's league that I'm joining.
No, we're doing snake.
Are we?
Yeah, everybody's gay and they want... Oh, sorry. I know we're not allowed to say that anymore. My apologies. But everybody's an asshole and they're fucking... we're not allowed to say it. Or we're not allowed to fucking...
Because who the fuck wants to? This isn't eBay.
Auction drafts are where it's at, and if you're like a real man, auction drafts don't scare you because
it's not
real money.
Maybe it's not.
Like you're coming out of your pocket for the $200.
Oh no! It's real money when you're buying into the league and you're trying to win, and the only person in the league that's ever done an auction draft is you. It's a little bit of an advantage, wouldn't you say?
Wait, hold on. Minus if you, Johnny, and lady friend. You will be the only 3 that has not played an auction draft.
So why aren't we doing an auction draft?
Because you would think it would be unfair. Some people don't like them. I don't know. Some people don't like them.
I am not alone. Snake draft
it's bananas
for the win.
Now I get to pick in fucking 6th. That's great.
Because there's strategy behind it.
Pick the guy I almost want, but I can't bid on every guy that I want. So think about it like this. Somebody fucking nominates Christian McCaffrey. First pick. Mm-hmm. You get to compete to sign him. So it doesn't matter if you get fucked with a horrible draft pick. If you're picking 7th, you're going to be furious. If you're picking first, you're going to be fucking furious. It's great to get the first pick, but then you're fucked for the rest of it.
Yeah, I might just be a bitch now that I think about it. There's one thing that I can't kind of just grasp. Isn't there a professional football league that holds a draft and they kind of do it one after the other, after the isn't that am I
But it
mistaken?
has a basis off of a record. That makes sense. There's
Oh,
no
there's
basis
a
for this.
base.
This is
You
just
get
like,
randomly
we're
generated a
stupid
spot.
and we don't like fun, so we're gonna do it like this.
All right, well, we're going to see if you can draft correctly because I've seen some of your fantasy drafts and there's some picks where I know you're like, oh, I love this player. And I'm like, okay, that's way higher on the ADP.
Okay, but wait a
Do you know what
second,
ADP is, Dan?
Hold on. EDP?
ADP.
ADP, I think I heard it. You ever go through life and never hear something and then get like it's told to you twice in one day? That's like defensive players, right?
No, ADP is average draft position. Like through all the different drafts, it's like where are they going on average?
Okay. Listen, some guy told me he's been in a 25-year league today. It's Dynasty. They only draft rookies, right? And they have defensive players. It's fucking crazy. I don't know when he has time to do it, dude.
Defensive players is a little bit too much. At a certain point.
Okay, but hold on. It's 5 defensive players. You don't have to You don't have to put in a kicker at all. You can flex it to a fifth skill player. So wide receiver, running back, and you draft teams for quarterbacks. So like if your starting quarterback goes down, you automatically have the backup. It's kind of awesome now that you think about it, right?
That's not bad. And if you're doing it for 25 years, and that's probably one of those leagues where they all meet up and they get in suits and they sit in the basement and they go, my first pick.
Yeah.
In the draft. All right, so
and they all do like heroin off each other's penises and stuff. Afterwards.
Yeah, that's usually how all my drafts go. So I'm hoping this league you're adding me into goes well. This will be something where I want you to go with the consensus of the best player available, not who you want. So take any bias you have out of it. We're going to do this old school because also when Dan does, we did the NBA over under win totals and he just wrote them down. I'm not going to do a bunch of displays today because I want to actually get into the conversation, not worry about switching shit around. We are going to go through rounds 1 through 4. Might just do 1 through 3 if it takes a little bit too long, but round 1 should go fairly quickly. And I'll also give you the average ADP of who's projected to actually go where, based on also our stimulus. But this, in my opinion, is how your rounds 1 through 4 should go. The only thing that will fuck it up is what, Dan? What's the only thing that fucks up a draft?
Other people taking the players.
Quarterbacks. If someone takes a wide receiver, running back, or tight end, it doesn't really affect it. As soon as the number 1 quarterback goes off like for example, my league last year, my main league, pick 3 took Lamar Jackson, and that put a lot of emphasis on quarterbacks going early, affecting everything. Which was a giant pain in the ass. Some idiot. He's a Lamar Jackson fan. He wanted him. He got him. It's like a bias thing. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. But you saw it kind of like with the picks following kind of had everyone in a panic because there's only so many good quarterbacks. And if they go early and that's how the draft's falling, it kind of affects it. Regardless of that, the number 1 overall pick should be who, Dan? In your opinion, there's a couple different spots. We can discuss them. We need to agree on each pack. Okay. There we go. So number 1, and that's his average ADP as well, is CMC. If you have the number 1 overall pick, running backs are very sparse this season, and you're looking at players like Breece Hall and Bijan and Jonathan Taylor kind of leading the way. So
they're away from Bijan. He's a bust, everybody.
That's okay. Anyway, they are at a premium because there's not as many good running backs in the league. Okay, so should I take who's going to?
Yeah, go for it.
It's a toss-up between Tyreek Hill and CeeDee Lamb. I think in most leagues, because CeeDee's going into his age 25 season, it probably should be CeeDee if Dak stays healthy. So I'm going to go CeeDee, even though if it was me, because I like watching Tyreek, I would take Tyreek, but I'm going to go CeeDee Lamb.
See, I would have like 2, 3, and 4 for me is like you can't go wrong taking Tyreek, CeeDee, or Justin Jefferson, I feel like.
I think Tyreek and CeeDee, though, are kind of in a tier of their own because they actually have good quarterbacks to throw them the ball, and that kind of eliminates Justin Jefferson.
We're calling Tua a good fucking quarterback? Is that what's happening?
Better than whoever is in Sam Darnold's in Minnesota?
Yeah, I heard Sam Darnold's having some trouble. I hear practice is not going well in fucking Minnesota.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing as well. So that, I mean, Tua Tagovailoa is a better quarterback than Sam Darnold. So I will coincide that with Tyreek Hill having a monster season compared to Justin Jefferson. Not saying he's not going to do well. I can throw Justin Jefferson a ball and he'll catch it.
Then Jamar Chase. Those three then.
Yeah, Jamar Chase is a better Chase, okay. Lamb, and Tyreek. All right, so then you can go pick 3.
It's Tyreek.
Got to be Tyreek Hill.
I would have taken him at number 2.
I would have taken it number 2 too personally, but I just think because CD's younger, he has a little bit more of a ceiling, and also like he's less injury prone. Number 4, this is where we fall into the Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson range. I like Jefferson's game, the speed, the quick twitch. It's not all about size like Jamar Chase's is, but I kind of feel like, you know, if you want to be safe and you want to be smart, you might go Jamar Chase, even though I don't like having him and watching him as much as Jefferson. Okay. If it was me personally, as a biased NFL fan, I'd probably go Jefferson because I enjoy watching him more. I'm going to go Chase here.
Okay.
Burrow's primed up. He's got the blonde hair. All right, so the first 4, obviously, in most leagues will be CMC, CD, Tyreek, and Jamar Chase. Number 5, Dan.
I think because we don't know how the quarterback situation's going in Minnesota, I'd actually probably drop back and take Breece Hall here.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's probably the number 2 running back on the board. Got to be concerned about the Jets in any sort of scenario just because they're the fucking Jets. And I'm not sold that they're going to fucking win everything. So
yeah,
I get why everyone's high on them. I just think like Breece, if he's healthy, I'm not taking Breece here. Like if I'm the 5th pick, I'm not taking Breece Hall. I just want everyone to be very
just
clear.
Because you don't want to go running back?
No, he gets injured too much for my liking. I'll never take. I'm just not on him. But I think in any draft he goes 5.
Yeah, I think that's about right, and that's normally where he's going ADP wise. And he is going over Justin Jefferson. With Breece, he's a year removed from his ACL tear, which is something that I think I'm going to be very fond of. And 2, the entire offseason this season, because I'm into collecting sports cards, I have bought so much Breece Hall auto cards because when players do well during the season, just like Anthony Edwards when he was going on that tear last year, his value skyrockets. Anthony Edwards cards before the playoffs are probably hovering like 230. As soon as he started going crazy, immediately jumped to 600. It's up 1,000. So I've been stacking up on a lot of Breece. I think he's gonna have a good year. Number 6, I think this is where you got to go Justin Jefferson. But do you think there's any play for AJ Brown to slip into the spot?
Yeah, I think we're talking. I mean, I would assume somebody just takes Justin Jefferson anyways. Mm-hmm. And if you just want to talk like, we're like the average dude, this is who we think would be taken at this pick.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be mad at it either.
It's a toss up between AJ Brown and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, so I'll lock in.
I'd take
Jettas.
AJ Brown, but
yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna lock in Jettas because also Jordan Addison got carted off the field this week or last week with an ankle sprain. So I don't know what that means. What?
That's worse for him.
That's what I'm saying. It's worse for him.
I feel like that now he has no fucking number 2 to draw attention away.
I agree. So that's why I think with Devonta, maybe AJ Brown's a little bit more of a safe spot. But then I guess so you'll go AJ Brown 7 because I locked Jettas in at 6.
Yeah, I'll take AJ Brown definitely.
So if you're sitting in the draft position, say you're in a 10-man league, and you're sitting 1 through 7, you're guaranteed to walk away with a solid pick. This is where we start getting a little bit dicey through all the different projections. So we have CMC, C Lamb, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, Breece Hall, Justin Jefferson, and AJ Brown. So I flipped back to Dan for AJ Brown. I'm going to go 8 here. 8, I'm going Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think that's a solid ass pick.
Oh, wow. I feel like we might be late on that pick.
Yeah, I probably, for some reason, I don't know why, he kind of slipped my mind. I would personally take him. His ADP is 6.
Okay.
and we took him at 8. So that's not bad. If he falls to 8, you're fucking lit. I think just sliding AJ Brown up and maybe Justin Jefferson, I think is what pushed him down a little bit. I'm not mad at it. Also, with Amon-Ra, the Lions are projected to score the second most points out of any NFL team this season. And I think just with the dynamic running situation they have in Detroit, as well as Josh Reynolds leaving, Jameson Williams is going to be out there tearing it up. I think it's going to be a lot of target share. And also Sam Laporta is going to open up so much. I think he has a strong chance to finish in the top 3 wide receiver wise. If Jamar Chase doesn't have a year, or if he gets banged up, I think Amon-Ra can slide in very well.
Yeah, I'm not even opposed to taking Amon-Ra higher.
Yeah.
I think I had a mock draft where I was at 4 and I took Amon-Ra. I think they're going to score a fuckload of points, 14 out of 17 games in the Dome. We've already talked about this, but
huge.
I'm going to repeat it every time because if you're not taking them over the wins total,
over passing yards,
they're going to win the fucking North. Like the Lions are going to win.
I agree.
They are going to compete this year. They will compete. I don't know if they'll get there, but they will compete. I think they have the schedule to back it up. For some reason, they were great last year, and they have like one of the easiest schedules in the league. So expect a lot of points from them, man. You got to get exposure. Amon-Ra is a good start. That's a good start.
Yeah, and in your league, guys, be prepared for homers and people that have the favorite team to try to like zero in on players that they really like and they want to watch all season. Because at the end of the day, whoever you draft, you're watching all season. That's another reason why I'd love to have Tyreek. I have not had him yet, so that's one person I'm kind of hoping I can fall at 2 or 3. Number 9, Dan. Who are you leaning here?
What's consensus at number 9?
Consensus at number 9 is AJ Brown.
Okay, but he's on.
And we took him 7. Yep.
Okay, I feel like that's pretty good. I want to say I start looking at a running back here probably.
Okay. Do you want me to give you some running back choices?
Yeah, maybe give me a little pep because I want. Right. I don't know if it's too early for Kyron.
I think it's a little too early for Kyron. It's not a terrible pick, but that would be a jump. The on the board that are they're ranked higher is Bijan, Jonathan Taylor, and Saquon Barkley.
Okay, so then I could totally see someone taking Jonathan Taylor here.
Okay.
Or Bijan. Like honestly, if we're drafting as the everyday man,
yeah,
Bijan. It's Bijan. Right.
We're gonna go Bijan Robinson. Dan's not huge on it. I had Bijan last year. And that's okay to hate him. I think he's an electric talent. I did not like the fucking Arthur Smith games where he didn't play. I did not like the fucking, I think it was week 6. He had a migraine and they didn't list him as questionable before the game. So I started him and he played 0 minutes. 0 fucking minutes, and that fucked me, which I did not appreciate. But I do think he's going to have a better season this season. I think they're going to utilize him. I think having Kirk Cousins and having the air game being able to be a threat is going to open up a lot for him. So, by the way, guys, in the comment section, if you disagree, let it in. Bijan easily top 5 in my opinion. I agree. I just kind of lean more towards Breece Hall favorably watching wise and speed and basically also being a little bit more established, but Bijan has massive fucking size.
Also, can I just let me creep in real quick?
Go ahead.
We're not trusting the Atlanta Falcons right now. They just took a fucking quarterback at 8. Like, what are we doing, man?
Are we trusting the New York Jets as well because Aaron Rodgers is back?
No, that's exactly what I just said, though. I said I get weary about taking a fucking Jet. I also get weary. Hold on. We don't know this head coach, Raheem Morris, was a fucking disaster at his last stop. Like a disaster. So I know that he's gotten some more time with like actual coaches and shit, but let's take a fucking break before we just assume he's going to walk into a fucking 38-year-old quarterback coming off of a torn ACL and fucking do something. And Michael Penix is a good quarterback, but he ain't fucking NFL ready yet. I don't care who fucking says.
You know what? I'll say that you do make a point. He is ranked RB3 in drafts, and he was going somewhere around 5. I'm more comfortable with Bijan around here. If he fell to me around here, I'm like, all right, fuck. If I'm at the 9 spot and I get Bijan, I'm happy. If he was, I personally am kind of favoring Jonathan Taylor this season. He came back last year and kind of started going off, and I think he's somebody that can at least match with Bijan or do better. So I wouldn't be mind if it fell to me. Radley Riff says, I agree, but look at their schedule, which if I'm not mistaken is one of the best schedules. And remember how Cousins used Dalvin when they were clicking. That is true.
Listen, I agree. If everything goes as planned, they're going to be a great team. I think the same had been said for the Jets last year. In the first drive, that whole shit went out the window. I don't think Tom Brady is Tom Brady. Like, we don't need to be fucking trusting every 38, 39-year-old quarterback. Like, we just don't. Like, eventually it's going to end.
Question, where can you see Bijan finishing this year out of running backs like 1 through 5?
Oh,
if he even hits there.
5th.
I can see him creeping 5 and 4. I don't think he's going to beat out McCaffrey unless there's some injury. I think Brees is going to be more efficient, and I'm excited to see what Jonathan Taylor is going to do, and also as a Giants fan, I'm excited to see what Saquon's going to do. I'm not sure with all the tush push and shit, but also because Jason Kelsey's gone. We're going to see how it goes. I'm just more sketchy with the Jets offense and don't count on Allen taking a nice chunk if he plays out of his talent. But I definitely agree with what y'all are saying with the Falcons. I definitely don't hate y'all's view. Fair enough. We're going to go 10 here. And also, guys, drop some comments if you want to start throwing in picks. Where would you go 10? Off the board, we have CMC, CD Lamb, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, Breece Hall, Jay Jettas, AJ Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Bijan Robinson. Who are you looking at with 10?
I mean, is it too early to start peaking quarterback here? You think anybody
I don't think anybody's peaking quarterback here unless you're a homer and you want to take like your favorite team's quarterback who's a top quarterback. I think this season especially that wide receivers are at a premium, and if you get a wide receiver in round 1, you might as well stack wide receiver in round 2 as well because running back.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Okay, so if you were going to take a wide receiver now, who would it be?
This is where it gets dicey. I've never been a fan of Garrett Wilson in fantasy. Puka Nacua is on the board, but he's suffering an injury right now.
That's high for Puka. Is Puka
his average is 10. He's wide receiver. Puka Nacua, and he all just got hurt. He's wide receiver 7 on the year. I'm all over Cooper Kupp this season. I'm not saying I'm going to take him here because he'll definitely fall later. I'll let you make this pick. You got Puka Nacua, Garrett Wilson, and Devontae Adams, Marvin Harrison Jr., and Michael Pittman.
I literally hate all of it.
Me too. You know why? Because think about this season. Stephon Diggs moves to Houston, and he has Nico Collins and Tank Dell in his backfield. Cooper Kupp obviously was drafted higher last season, had injury trouble, didn't play much when he got back, and he was like hit or miss. There's a lot of wide receivers that moved around.
Yeah, I really love him coming off of a bad year, though. I love Cooper Kupp this year.
Yeah, I think that's where I'd lean.
But it's not us, right? It's like it's the regular person.
But this is you don't have to go wide receiver here, but I think rounds 1 and 2 you should kind of be wide receiver heavy. Honestly, nah, fuck that. Yeah, he's right. We're going to go Jonathan Taylor here. This is where you take Jonathan Taylor. Okay, we're going to go Jonathan Taylor. We're going to keep Cooper Kupp in the back pocket, though.
Yeah, you need some sort of explosive play.
Specifically because people are going to be down on him. Puka Nacua just got hurt. I don't know how long it's going to be, but people are really trying to say that Cooper Kupp is not going to have a somewhat decent season. And if Puka's hurt and that's where Puka was averaging, that moves up Cooper Kupp. And I have no problem if where you were going to take Puka, you sub out Cooper Kupp because...
Do you think Cooper is a number 2?
No. I don't think Puka's proved enough. No, but people are high on him. He came in last year. The waiver wire was fuck. Do y'all remember this week 1 waiver wire? Everyone's like Puka Nacua. If someone got him, whatever the case may be.
He produced
week 2, week 3, week 4. There's still people going. If he's still on the way, no one did not pick him up after week 1. Radley Ref says Puka will be ready by week 1, but who's to say what his real health is like? At that same token, last year Cooper Kupp was hurt. They didn't talk about it. They minimized it, and it lingered throughout the entire fucking season. That's what they do in Los Angeles. So that's something to keep an eye on. They're going to say, yeah, Puka will be ready for week 1. Hamstrings
Yeah.
nag. Not something I'm feeling with
Hey.
What's it called? Jameer Gibbs too.
Good news, though. What's his name? Dan Campbell says Gibbs is good to go week 1.
All right, I'll take that into consideration. I appreciate that information, but fucking hamstrings scare me. All right, so top 10 for round 1 went CMC, CD Lamb, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, Breece Hall, Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Bijan, and Jonathan Taylor. We're a little bit more wide receiver favorable, and I think that's how you win. I think that's how you win a fantasy football league, especially with running backs being where they are right now. And this also you have trade value too. Moving into 11 through 21,
which would be but it would be 10's pick. He just took a running back. He's probably not going to take double running back.
Some people like that as a strategy, and usually I do see the 10 go double RB because they want to do that double RB hero fucking strategy.
That's crazy.
I'm not feeling it. I don't think the RB hero strategy is going to work this season.
Gibbs, right?
I don't think Montgomery's is going to go that high. I think you can, like, if you wanted to take him, you could. I think that'd be a stupid pick only because he's not going to be. You can go Kyron here. Personally, I'd be leaning Saquon or Devontae Adams, especially if you already have a running back.
Saquon, take him though. That's probably where I'll go.
Because every single season, Saquon gets added into the last pick in the draft, double RB. So I'm assuming that's where he's going to go. I think he's higher ranked than Kyron. I think I'd rather have Saquon than Garrett Wilson. Aaron Rodgers. Damn, pick one. Garrett Wilson or Saquon Barkley?
Garrett Wilson, probably.
All right, we're going to go Garrett Wilson. So he's going to stack RB and wide receiver. And then with the 12th pick, I'm taking Saquon Barkley. A lot of people have Dan's perspective that, you know, he's injury prone and it's a different scenario. He's not going to have the run volume. And I definitely think his run volume is going to take a hit because everything ran through the thighs of Saquon Barkley in New York. I watched it. I'm a Giants fan. But with so many targets, they have AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, Dallas Goedert, and you saw what DeAndre Swift was able to do last year with who was behind him? Was it Rashad Penny? They both played well. Obviously, losing Jason Kelce might take a hit. The tush push, I also think, is going to take a hit. And why are you going to run your quarterback into the end zone every time if you're not on the 1 yard line? I think Saquon's got the bulk, the power, and the speed to do it. They're not huge on the on the dump offs below the line of scrimmage, so that might take away from his receiving. But I think he's going to be utilized in a good fashion. Tush push central is what Riley Riff says. I'm curious to see how it's going to go without Jason Kelce this year, and I'm also curious to see if Jalen Hurts can actually stand up when he's waiting for a ball to be snapped now.
Dude,
because he used to be so.
I gotta tell you, I'm fucking nervous. That article that came out too, on top of it, talking about how fucking Sirianni and Jalen Hurts aren't fucking like friends at all. Like, don't like each other. Shit.
I don't give a fuck.
Yo, I'm just saying when the fucking listen, there are certain aspects to everything, especially with sports, that like you have to take in the human aspects of things. Mm-hmm. Like you really do, because they're still human beings. Like Kelce leaves, who's like the emotional like leader of the team.
The glue.
Correct?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yep, glue guy.
And on top of it, the head coach and the fucking starting quarterback don't like each other. What are we talking about? That's not good signs.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's gonna mean that. I don't think it's gonna mean a lot for Saquon Barkley. I think if anything, that's probably better for Saquon Barkley. They just signed this back. It's their little project this season. Hand the ball off to Saquon.
How old Saquon?
28.
Uh-oh.
I think he's going to have a good year. We're going to go to the next pick. 13. Dan's just a little bit of a hater sometimes. It's all right, guys.
Yo, 28 is like 67 in running back years. Don't even start with me. How many fucking 28-year-old running backs are in the league right now?
Oh, there's Derrick Henry, who's 30. Mm-hmm. There's a decent amount.
10.
I can't name you 10 running backs and where they went to college. Think I can name how old they are? We're going to go next to pick 13. Dan, I think this is a spot where you could take your guy if you want. Garrett Wilson's
I'm
on the
taking
board.
Kyron. It's Kyron.
I think that's a great call.
You
He
don't have
came
exposure
in.
to Kyron. You're stupid. Okay.
He came
Kyron
in shot of a cannon.
Yo, Kyron is coming. It's gonna be a stupid year for him. The kid is electric. He's got a fucking burst. That offense, they arrived last year. That Rams offense is nasty. It's fucking nasty. If Stafford still has any juice left,
And he does.
We'll see, but they're gonna be great.
I think you can see Stafford's correlation
Whoa,
into Jared Goff. I cannot stop saying that word. All right, Kyron Williams, definitely somebody that is going to surprise a lot of people this season. It correlates to a fantasy football championship. 14.
Yeah, you're up. Your pick.
I'm going to go the average here. I don't like Garrett Wilson. I'm going to put Garrett Wilson. No, we already took Garrett Wilson. Okay, Garrett Wilson went 11. So 10 through 13 right now, we went Jonathan Taylor, Garrett Wilson, Saquon Barkley, and Kyron Williams. I feel like a lot of people are going to be rushing for running backs in this little bracket. I'm going to go Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, good pick. Now, you don't... Okay. So, where's Montgomery going in these drafts?
I will tell you right now, I have not seen his name yet, but keep going and I'll let you know. Oh, he's going 49.
Okay. Gibbs is going 14th.
He's going 15. So we're about the same.
So Gibbs is 30 spots higher than Montgomery.
Yes, sir.
Interesting.
Yeah, we talked about that on a previous episode, guys. We were talking about the dynamic between Keandre Miller, Justice Hill, and Derrick Henry in Baltimore, and Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. Being Jahmyr Gibbs is the young, speed, talented rookie who's also coming into a second season now, no longer a rookie. And then you have, if you don't know who he is, I think it's not Keandre Miller. It's Keaton Mitchell. Keaton Mitchell is a fucking Devon A-Chain level speed demon. And we hit so many, by the way, I also do sports betting on this channel, guys, if you're new here. We hit so many fucking bets on Keaton Mitchell under rushing attempts, and he would finish with like 160, 180 yards on fucking 7 rushing attempts. I think he's going to see a bigger role this year. I think Justice Hill is going to see a bigger role. But David Montgomery had 14 touchdowns last year.
How many yards?
I don't remember off the top of my head. A lot of fucking yards, because we were looking at this in the previous episode.
It was like close to 1,300, if I'm not mistaken.
Or a little bit higher, I'm pretty sure. He had quite the fucking year. And also, if Jahmyr Gibbs is still a little banged up, they don't want to say anything too much because people target players. Look for David Montgomery as a sneaky later pick if you're looking for someone. We're going to go 15 here. So now we are heading into, we're almost out of round 2. 15. We went Jonathan Taylor, Garrett Wilson, Saquon Barkley, Kyron Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs. Who are you thinking at 15? Do you want me to give you some names for an idea?
Now, give me who's the average picker?
Travis Etienne is the average.
Ew.
If you're looking for Puka Nacua being taken out.
Fuck?
Travis Etienne finished RB3 last season, and he had quite the year. I don't like it though.
God, I hate that pick.
So the only player we're missing out of our top 14 out of this list that I'm looking at from ESPN Fantasy is Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua was at 10, and we did not pick him yet.
Somebody, if Nacua isn't,
we're gonna take Puka here.
He's gonna get taken.
I think we're gonna take both the injury scares back to back. Jahmyr Gibbs and Puka Nacua.
I gotta tell you, really, really loving the fact that Cooper Kupp is gonna fall.
Yeah, me too. And he's been falling in all the mock drafts I've been doing. So,
all the mock drafts you've been doing, huh? Been studying, huh?
Yeah, we did mock drafts together on stream.
Yeah, what kind of mock draft are you doing on your own, buddy?
I've done like one or two, maybe 2 months ago. But also we got to live stream the draft that we're doing. By the way,
yeah,
with your league. Okay, all right. So we went Puka Nacua at 15. That's actually a good pick. I don't think he's gonna fall further than that, even with the injury scare. 16.
It's ETN probably. I didn't realize he finished running back 3 last year. It's got to be.
So we just went running back, running back, running back, wide receiver. I think
you've got to start taking running backs though, because all the wide receivers you want are off the board.
I agree. I think there's 2 wide receivers here that I think should be taken, and I think they're going to go at a premium. So I think 16, 17, and 18 are going to kind of fall like this. Help me decide between somebody who's the highest draft rookie wide receiver of all time in fantasy, which is Marvin Harrison Jr., Devontae Adams, and then Chris Olave and Michael Pittman. I'm taking Diggs and Cooper Kupp over Olave and Michael Pittman, so we're not talking about that. Fuck this average ADP shit.
To be quite honest with you, I'm taking Cooper Kupp.
Okay, we'll go Cooper Kupp.
I'm taking Cooper Kupp.
Yeah,
the guy's gonna have a great fucking season this year. He's gonna be back to his old self.
I'm with it there. If you guys disagree, throw it in the comment section. 16 Cooper Kupp.
Disagree. How about that?
That's always a good stance to have. 16, we're going Cooper Kupp. We're going to 17. I think Travis Etienne can go here.
Mm-hmm.
Travis Etienne Jr. Will I be drafting Travis Etienne this year? No, I will not.
Not in the second. What are we? Third round right now?
Second round still. 18.
Second round.
18. Where are we looking?
Is it Marvin Harrison?
I'm feeling Marvin Harrison Jr. Dude, with his skill set, we're gonna see how he's gonna do, and also
where is he again? Remind me.
He's in Arizona with Kyler Murray and Trey McBride.
Let's calm down on Trey McBride. Like he's an actual.
Oh my God,
relax.
He's disgusting.
Take a breath.
I'll take McBride over Kincaid every day.
Oh,
every fucking day.
You're racist? You hate white people, dude.
They're both white, and I'm white.
Whoa! Don't assume race.
All right, we're going Marvin Harrison Jr.
This is a 21st century show, sir.
All right, I didn't know it was 21st century Fox. Marvin Harrison Jr. Dan, take 19.
No, I didn't want to talk to you anymore after that blatant racism.
Take 19, you white male with your beard and your white privilege. God.
Anyways, okay, focus. Lock in.
Might have been a reach for Kupp. Now, Dan, explain that pick. Because I feel it. And also, I think after drafting him so high last season, I think it's criminal how low he's going, because it's not like Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs has so much target competition. I think he's healthier this season, and I think he's going to be Matthew Stafford's favorite target, and I think he's going to see a lot of volume if he stays healthy, and I also think he's got the mitts. He's got the speed still. I think the title of this video is NFL season, every pick round 1 through 4 to win and win your leagues. A lot of people do underdog fantasy as well, where you got to take unique builds. I think Coop's fallen way too low. You got to have a unique build to win all that extra money. And in your home leagues, you're going to be able to do you want to take Chris Olave or fucking Michael Pittman Jr.? No,
I don't want to take anyone that Derek Carr's throwing the fucking ball to. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. I'm not taking it. But yeah, probably if you're looking at ADP, where was he?
Cooper Kupp on ADP is way lower than what we drafted him at. 39. He's wide receiver 18.
Holy fuck. Okay, so listen, I think, yes, you're right. Probably a reach as to the standards of where he's being drafted. And yeah, definitely a reach. But I do think that this lines up this year to be I think he's going to have like a career year this year. I can't listen. The injury that he had, it takes 2 years to feel normal. He's going to feel normal this year. And I think Puka's going to get a lot of fucking, listen, Puka showed himself to be a possible number 1 wide receiver. I think he's going to draw a lot of attention, especially if he's out on the field. And I think Cooper Kupp's going to sneak in and get a lot of targets, man. I really do. And they're going to fucking they're going to have the best running game in the league, in my opinion. So I just think Cooper's going to – he's so good in the fucking play action too, dude. How good is he in the play action?
He's one of the best in the play action, even though he's a little bit older. He says, totally agree with you, but I'm asking, don't you think where you pick him in the second, you couldn't grab him in the third? You definitely could. Also,
you know what? He's right, though. I wasn't paying attention. We should scrap the Cooper pick because I was picking as me. He's right. 39, that's way too fucking high. I mean, we gotta be honest, man.
So we'll be at pick 18. So this will be 16 for Travis Etienne, 17 for Marvin Harrison Jr., and I think I'm going to swap those two. I think Marvin Harrison's going to go a little bit higher. But also, this video isn't average ADP. It's the advantages that you need to take because everyone's looking at the same lists. Everyone's going to see, oh, Cooper Kupp's gone 39. I can take him at 39. This is breaking down and digesting everything that they're saying draft-wise and what you could exploit based on your teammates. Most of them not knowing much about football. Most of them maybe are the ones that are always watching videos and they're looking at these average ADPs and they're like, oh, Cooper Kupp's going 39. I'll let him sit. There's opportunities to steal. And I think we're also fresh off the Puka Nacua news. Him being a little banged up. I don't think he's exactly healthy. Also, great point here. Don't they have one of the worst schedules this year? I'm honestly just playing devil's advocate. Oh, I don't just disagree with anything I've said. But I appreciate the devil's advocacy because it's a great point. Yeah, it's a great point. And it's an open discussion on here, so we're trying to build it out. I think.
Hold on, real quick. I believe it's a top 5 top 5 easiest schedules this year. Like they're amongst the top 5.
Here's a great question.
They're gonna they are gonna have.
I said worst schedules.
No.
Want me to look it up?
Yeah, look it up.
While I look it up, I want to ask you a question.
Ask me.
So do you think Cooper Kupp or Stephon Diggs is going to have a better season? Because I'm kind of pairing them together with the age and the circumstances.
I'm curious. I've heard that Stephon Diggs and CJ Stroud are like on lock, like in such good alignment with each other that I could see him having a fucking explosive year. If he's still got it, like I think he's still got it, I think dude, look to a similar like Josh Allen when they got together the first time. Look for similar numbers. I really think my stance on him was all wrong.
We're gonna share this real quick, and I'm gonna drop down this display. We're gonna check it out. And we know you're talking Kupp. I feel Kupp too, just because he doesn't have the target. Nico Collins is a fucking beast. I'm gonna make this bigger for you guys so you can see it. This is, and I'll keep this open as we go. This is strength of schedule for this year. So the top is is this easiest?
Falcons.
Is this easiest on top? No, it's easiest because it's up here. It's easiest. Okay. Falcons have the easiest schedule. And then we're gonna find, I think they're in the middle of the pack here. Los Angeles Rams 17.
Oh, okay, so not bad.
Not bad. And then also, if we're talking Stephon Diggs, where is the Houston Texans? 26. I think that also favors Cooper Kupp. Hardest schedule is the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll talk about it a little. It's poor Patriots. Poor New England.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I agree. But poor New England. Let's get back to the main thing. I think we could talk around this a lot. I do think taking Cooper Kupp over his average ADP is solid. And I don't want to just mimic the average draft positioning for every other like stance because then we're not really giving you any advantages here. I'm from Houston, and to be honest, I think Nico will be the number one. Younger, faster. I scooped up Nico so early off waivers last season, and he did me justice. Love Nico. I think Tank's gonna have a sophomore slump this year, not necessarily because he's not a good athlete, but because with the target competition, I think he's gonna be the smaller one who's faded out. Literally, he is the smaller one. But we're going to go. So Puka went 15, 16 Marvin Harrison Jr., 17 Travis Etienne, 18. And I think I'm going to take this pick, correct, Dan?
Yeah.
18. I think you go either Isaiah Pacheco or Devontae Adams.
Ooh.
A lot to talk about here.
I don't think you go wrong either way. You could flip-flop them either way.
Yeah, there's a spider dead in my face. And he's dead. Sorry.
You could go either way here. I think we both agree with that. Like, you could flip-flop and take either one, 18th and 19th, and I think you're fine, right?
Yeah.
Devontae's good, dude. He's still going to be great.
Who's the quarterback in Vegas?
Fuck, didn't they draft somebody this year?
Aiden O'Connell?
He's the fucking quarterback?
I think so.
Aiden O'Connell is the quarterback?
That's kind of what I'm feeling. Pacheco over Adams.
Isn't fucking Minshew?
Oh, it is Minshew. Yeah, it is Minshew. Yeah,
dude,
I've been seeing all the rookie cards. My bad.
Minshew and Adams are going to be fine. I think he'll be fine. He'll produce. I would probably, if I had the 18th pick, I'm going to probably look to Pacheco.
Yeah, but so we locked in Pacheco.
Listen, Devontae is one of the best wide receivers to ever fucking play. Like,
he's incredible. He needs to get the fuck out of Dodge, bro.
Yo, maybe he'll have a decent year. Maybe Minshew will fucking find him and he'll have a good year.
All right, so 18 with Pacheco, 19. Average. Go ahead.
Well, I would say like fucking 19. We would take Adams.
Yeah, I think you got to go Devontae Adams from Double Down Dan, and we're gonna go 20 and almost done rounding out round 2. We'll probably just do rounds 1 through 3. And then 4 is kind of a shit show anyway. So 20 here. You can go, and this is where they're averaging out. It's Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, Michael Pittman Jr., Chris Olave, Mike Evans, James Cook, Drake London, Kenneth Walker, Travis Kelce. Low key, listen. This is still round 2. I don't think he can go tight end here. Low key, I wouldn't mind taking a shot at tight end, but I'm not. Honestly, dog, I can't pick a wide receiver over Cooper Kupp here, and I don't want Alvin. I want Alvin Kamara, but I hear Keandre Miller, or whatever, is going to have a huge role in this offense. And Derrick Henry, I do want, but I don't. I think this is just too high for him. I think this is where we put Cooper Kupp. I think if you want to take advantage of people sleeping on Cooper Kupp, and they're going to want to take Stephon Diggs, and I'm not mad at it. This is where I'm putting Cooper Kupp.
I don't think you could, dude. I don't know if you could take him there. I really don't. You wouldn't. You would. What about Michael Pittman? Like, what about him?
I don't trust Anthony Richardson with his yet. I want to. I don't trust him yet with his health. Michael Pittman, Chris Olave.
I feel like
I just think he got the better quarter.
Not be fucked.
Mike Evans, Drake London.
Drake London will be a nice one too. Especially if we see the Falcons have the easiest schedule this year.
I can't physically take them. Maybe am I just caught up on name hype too though? Like taking yeah. All right, I'm gonna go Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman's always solid if you have him, he produces. Michael Pittman Jr. 21 double down.
First pick of the 3rd round?
Yep.
I mean, I think if it's my strategy, I'm taking a quarterback so everybody starts drafting quarterbacks.
Yeah, but you're weird.
No, but I'm telling you, like, Josh Allen comes off the board. Now you have to start thinking quarterback, correct?
Yeah, that's not bad. Honestly, I'm not mad at it because at 21, Josh Allen's averages, he's the first QB off the board. He's at 33.
Yeah, definitely.
People are going to do this too. People are going to do this. But I want
everyone to freak the fuck out. Because then
No, but it's not about the strategy of fucking with everybody else. It's the strategy of the best player available.
Josh Allen scores more points than anyone in the league.
Do you want me to tell you? All right. Do you want me to tell you who's in front of Josh Allen, and then I'll let you make the decision. Left on the board.
How many points more he scored than him last year in fantasy?
Yeah, right. Left on the board through the projection here for fantasy football on ESPN is Chris Olave, Mike Evans, James Cook, Drake London, Kenneth Walker III, Travis Kelce. Jalen Hurts is ranked higher for some reason. Devonta Smith, Joe Mixon, Stephon Diggs.
Okay, let me go through these real quick. Would you rather have Josh Allen or Stephon Diggs?
Josh Allen.
Would you rather have Josh Allen or Chris Olave?
Josh Allen.
Would you rather have Josh Allen or Kenneth Walker?
All right, you've convinced me. We're going to put Josh Allen 21. Strategy or no strategy? not a bad pivot to secure a top quarterback here. Let me see what the comment section looking like. Olave is the only answer if you don't need a running back.
Probably.
I've just never, I agree. I just never been impressed with Olave. Never liked watching him, and also like, who's the quarterback in fucking New Orleans?
Derek Carr.
Honestly, the only
Your
thing that
favorite
kind of wasn't Derek Carr in Las Vegas last season.
2 years ago, he played last
2 years
year
ago.
in New Orleans. He had a pretty shitty year.
That was at your Pittman pick. Oh, okay. He said that. Oh, he said that at the Pittman pick. Okay, yeah, I'm not mad at that. You can take Olave there. I think Josh Allen's solid. Should we go Olave here at 22, or should we? Yeah, I'll go Olave. Chris Olave. You ever have those people in fantasy that you just won't draft under any circumstances? You know, one of those is for me.
Chris Olave.
Mike Evans. I never wanted to have Mike Evans.
Dude, everyone's had Mike Evans, and I wouldn't do it ever again. I hate it.
I think I brought this up on a stream a year ago, and I said I never want to draft Mike Evans or Keenan Allen. And you go, you'll end up with one of them one day.
Yeah. Everyone does.
23. 23. I think this fucking projection here on this whatever site this is sucks.
Where is it?
It's so from 24 to where Josh Allen was. It's James Cook, Drake London, Kenneth Walker, Travis Kelce, Jalen Hurts, Devonta Smith, Joe Mixon, and Stephon Diggs. I think you go Sam Laporta here.
What?
Dude, if there's no wide receiver on the board, you take Travis Kelce's not going to finish number 1 this season.
You can't take a fucking tight end third round, dude. You can't. You can't take a tight end third round. You can't. That's fucking stupid.
You can take Sam Laporta third round. Somebody vouch with me. Someone vouch.
Why wouldn't you take James Cook here? Seriously, why wouldn't you take him here? He's gonna get play this year.
Personally, feel it's too high. Ball. I haven't seen anything out of him.
He was great last year.
No, I know. I can't remember how good he was fantasy wise. Hold on.
Let me remind you. Over the last 6 weeks last year, he was the best running back.
Okay, I'm not taking James Cook. I know who I'm taking. Taking Devon Achane.
Okay, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Devon Achane.
But I would take James Cook after him.
I'm not mad at that either. Honestly, one thing I'm kind of pissed off about is the fact that Raheem Mostert's getting no play this year, especially after finishing RB1 last year, and still not getting the respect he deserves because of Devon Achane. We're going to see how it goes. When taking QB, what are you looking for? The number one thing you're looking for when you're taking QB is running quarterbacks score more, but also you want to take in tandem the running quarterbacks that have a high passing volume. So that's why Josh Allen typically ranks higher than Lamar Jackson, because Lamar Jackson obviously has the fucking legs. So does Josh Allen, but Josh Allen has a better arm. Lamar Jackson in college did something to his shoulder. He can't really throw the deep bomb as well as he used to. And outside of that, you can't take one-dimensional running quarbacks like Justin Fields because that's all they do.
Called like bacterial vaginosis when you can't throw the ball.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. So that's mainly what you're looking for when you're taking a QB. And then if you don't have one that's rushing, or you have someone that's at such a high passing volume, like you look at Tua Tagovailoa last year, insane season for the Dolphins. They put up 1 million points. His fantasy value in games wasn't as high as you'd think. Like the top 6 QBs, or do you prefer your QBs to have certain attributes? Yeah.
So like realistically, yeah, he just ran through most of the attributes. But listen, in fantasy, I want access to most points. So I want a quarterback that's going to sneak in, Yo, rushing touchdowns in some leagues are more than fucking passing touchdowns count for.
Mm-hmm.
So I want exposure to the dudes that are gonna put the ball on the ground and fucking run for 7 to 10 extra touchdowns that I'm not gonna get from Aaron fucking Rodgers every year.
Yeah.
I also want access to passing yards.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm looking for. I want high volume passing, but I also do want the threat of a run. I like Kirk Cousins, yes, but he is highly limited in the way he scores points.
He just
Josh Allen is not. Like, Josh Allen could fucking run for 115 yards in a game, score 2 touchdowns rushing, and not throw for a single touchdown. But, like, at least you still have exposure to touchdowns and points.
A lot of people.
It's Josh Allen. It's Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
It's Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
I want exposure to
Patrick
dudes
Mahomes.
that can score Patrick Mahomes, but I want access. And God damn it, you interrupted. I was on a fucking roll there, you cock. Anyways, back to the point. Correlating to I want access to the guys that have the most ways to score. It's the same thing with like a UFC fight.
Mm-hmm.
If I see that a guy can win on the ground and standing up, I'm more inclined to bet that guy than the guy who can only win on the ground or only win standing up.
So Radley Riff has a take that we have not discussed, which is this. Let me know your thoughts. I'm targeting Daniels heavy, and he means Jaden Daniels. He's got a better wide receiver core than Justin Herbert, than Trevor Lawrence. He's got some options.
Pop up that strength of schedule again.
Okay, let's take a look. Present. Share screen, strength of schedule. I'm curious to where they fall as well. Let me drop down this display real quick so y'all can see our pretty faces. We are looking at, let's see, Ravens, Vikings, Titans. We're looking for the Commanders. Terrible name. 13th.
Not bad.
13th best schedule. Not bad. I think you can't go wrong with him in a fashion of if you get him at a good pick. And I think personally, if you're looking at it for rushing wise, I think it's between him and maybe like if you're looking younger, like him and like Anthony Richardson. And I almost think Jaden's probably a better option based on what we've seen out of Anthony Richardson. But he's poised to have a big year. I like his offense. He does have Jonathan Taylor in Indy and Michael Pittman and a couple different options.
As a second quarterback, I think that Jaden
Daniels.
I think Jaden as a second quarterback is great. I worry that a defensive-minded head coach is going to produce a more conservative game plan on offense. Dan Quinn was a really bad head coach the first time. So I'm curious to see like what kind of, I don't know, man. I'm off of the Commanders until they prove to me that like they can put up points.
Yeah. So he was talking about attributes of a quarterback when you're drafting. He says also everyone is talking about Neighbors being great and Brian Thomas Jr., who was their QB. LOL, he will be a great steal. Malik, I don't think in any world, and I have a Giants hat on right now, that you can take the number one option for Daniel Jones in a draft higher than round 10. It's no, like, and I'm a Giants fan. Also, Malik's dealing with an injury. Dan, do you know who Brian Thomas Jr. is?
Yeah, I do.
Who is that?
So he was like the third option in LSU last year.
Okay.
I forget where he's playing now, but he's been razzle dazzle so far.
Yeah, maybe round 10 is a little bit of a stretch though. Like maybe round
it's
6.
Definitely it's a stretch. But
yeah, I'm a Giants fan.
You really don't want a lot of fucking exposure to them, like in general.
Not at all. Yeah, it's a tough spot. Why is it so dark on my side? I'm gonna have to brighten something real quick.
It's like a sexy stream over there, man.
I know, you like that?
You're putting the vibes out right now.
24. We just took Devon Achane, Chris Olave, Josh Allen, Michael Pittman, Devontae Adams, Isaiah Pacheco, Marvin Harrison Jr. I think it's your pick now. Would you like some names?
Yeah, hit me with the names.
On the board still that we're supposed to go higher. Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara. Really liked Kamara till I heard all this news coming out about the rookie running back that's ready to fucking pop off.
So
I still think he's going to be huge.
Right? Like we both. Hey,
Yeah.
I want to give you a little applause. Derrick Henry's touchdown line moved up to 10.5.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got a lot of good CLV on that. Good shit.
Yeah, I think Derrick Henry is going to be such a problem for coaches to scheme for when you have such a mobile quarterback as you do in Lamar Jackson. What's it called when you fake the handoff? It's play action.
Yeah.
Play action is going to be such a fucking nightmare for defensive teams. And yeah, it's something they're going to have to account for. I'm going to turn up my ISO on my camera.
Mixon. I think he's Joe Mixon this year.
I totally agree. And I think that he's going to be happy that he doesn't have to be an entire offense. He's going to be happy being who he should be. Big, dominant, Brandon Jacobs style running back. Take pick 25 as I fix my ISO.
All right, so I'm looking. Fuck, man. We already took Pacheco. I'm looking. Fuck.
Real quick, you are 100% right that Daniel's 10 to 12 is a monster steal, and I'm so happy Neighbors is doing a little bit better. Okay, feel a little bit better. Saquon shit really threw me through a loop this season. Do you want me to go here?
Yeah, go, because I don't fucking know. I don't know where to be.
So we just took Derrick Henry.
I guess maybe Kamara, right?
Yeah, I think Kamara's a good pick here.
Okay.
25. Alvin Kamara. King of the checkdowns. And makes a lot of yards after. I'm not mad at that. So we have for pick 26, Mike Evans, James. Did we already take James Cook?
Yeah.
We did?
Yeah.
We did not. I took Devon Achane.
Oh, then it's
James Cook. All right. Pick 26, James Cook. Pick 27. It's really getting tough for me to look at these fucking names and not think of either Stephon Diggs, Cooper Kupp, or Jalen Hurts. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from Stephon Diggs, and I think he's ranked higher for Cooper Kupp than for no reason. I got to fear. Obviously, he's in a better position. I think fucking Jalen Hurts, Sam Laporta, or Stephon Diggs.
If you took Stephon Diggs here, I'd take Cooper Kupp next time, like with the next pick. If you took Cooper Kupp, I'd take Stephon Diggs. Like I think you need to take one of the two here.
Just because he's ranked higher and people are really high on him, I'm probably gonna go Stephon Diggs before Cooper Kupp. Going Cooper Kupp. This is pick 28. I think that's doesn't matter where he's going. That's fucking incredible value when the next best wide receiver on the board is fucking DK Metcalf. And I love DK, don't get me wrong. And then there's fucking I'm gonna go DK. I'm gonna go Cooper Kupp, Stephon Diggs. So now we're sitting at pick 29. Quarterback or tight or okay. So we're gonna go 29, Jalen Hurts. And then 30 is probably gonna go Lamar Jackson because we just saw a quarterback off the board. And once you get through that, Lamar. Once you get through that, you can either go Patrick Mahomes or the number 1 tight end. It's such an advantage. People sleep, especially.
If you don't have a quarterback, though, if you don't have a quarterback, like if this is a double up situation.
Okay, so we'll go Mahomes.
I'm just saying. If you don't have a quarterback, you take Mahomes. If you do have a quarterback, you take. I guess Laporta. I don't know. I guess Laporta. He's going in the 4th round. I get it. You would take a quarterback, and I guess you would double down.
So we'll say you swap either of these, but we'll space Laporta and Mahomes away from each other. So we'll put Laporta at 31. So assuming that at the turn of that round, it's a double pick for either the 1 or the 1 or the 10. So we'll go Laporta and then Mahomes. Listen, one thing you guys need to remember, tight end wise, this is a year where tight end is going to be a fucking thorn in your side if you do not have a good one. I'll list all the good ones right now. You have Sam Laporta, Trey McBride, Dalton Kincaid, and help me out. Who am I missing? Travis Kelce, who I don't think is going to have a good year. Travis Kelce, and then
Bowers, maybe Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers, Dallas Goedert. Who's the guy in Houston? There's so much target volume there. I'm not even going to
Schultz.
I'm not even going to say Dalton Schultz. It's so much. Jake Ferguson. And then beyond that, like, you're kind of like in the David Njoku range, who's solid, but like,
yeah, I would just hold off for Njoku. I feel like he had a great year last year, and he's gonna go.
But he's like the solid piece that you see in your roster, and you're like, fuck. With that being said, if you have Kittle, thank you. He said little at first, and I was like, am I bugging? Kittle as well. With that being said, Sam Laporta is going to be a huge thorn in your side if you don't get him as well as with Trey McBride. I think they're going to have huge seasons and Mark Andrews. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know why the fuck said Jake Ferguson over George Kittle and Mark Andrews.
Name like half
it's hard off the top of the head, and they're the older ones. I was thinking the younger hot coming in rookies. So okay, decent tight end options.
Hot young tight ends.
That was a phenomenal pun, let me tell you. I do personally, me too. I want Trey McBride and Kyler Murray more than anyone. But Sam Laporta in that.
Wish we were doing an auction league.
Yeah, Sam Laporta in that fucking in that Lions offense with Amon-Ra drawing so much attention is gonna be amazing. I really want Trey McBride, though.
You're going to have exposure to the Cardinals, too, because I think the offense takes a step this year.
They take a huge step this year. Like, we saw it with James Conner last year before he got hurt, was running the ball all over the fucking field, looked fantastic. Now you have Kyler coming back, and you got Trey McBride, and you have Marvin Harrison Jr., and I forget
who's as ready to be an NFL wide receiver as anyone else.
And then strength of schedule, I want to take a look. I don't think their schedule's the greatest. No, they're number 16. That's not terrible at all.
Not terrible, but I mean, still, like,
it's middle of the pack. They're gonna have to play football. They're not going to have
a good head coach. I feel like they can scheme. I feel like they have a decently young defense with a punch. I feel like if Kyler can stay healthy, I feel like they're pretty good.
Bradley Riff says all they have is Harrison and McBride out to throw the ball to. You're right. I think James Conner, after showing what he did last year, he's a strong, fast running back, not the favorite. Everyone else is injured receiver-wise, LOL, and I fucking agree. So Marvin Harrison's going to have a fucking year. If you're drafting him, good for you guys. And I think Trey will be the one thing that Harrison needs to, like, have some coverage, like, allocated to another player. So we're at 32. Looking to wrap up here. Let's just rattle off any extra picks we got, and then we'll go into the over-under total, and we'll get done for today, unless you want to save that for another episode, because we've gone for a while. 33. We just went Mahomes. I think you go. So we took Lamar, Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, and we already took Josh Allen.
Well, I think
Laporta off the board. We took Laporta. We took Laporta 31, Mahomes 32. We spaced them in case someone had a double pick here.
All right, so 33 would be. I think we just rattled these off real quick, though.
Yeah, let's do it. Now we start getting into the second string wide receivers, and I think this is where quarterbacks start falling. Give me a quarterback better than fucking better than where the
Jared
fuck did I just
right?
Not this high. Not
Jared
this high.
Goff?
Not this high when there's
games in the dome?
Not this high when you still have mobile quarterbacks on the board.
14 out of 17 games are in a dome.
Not this high when you still have a quarterback on the boards. Quarterbacks on the board that are mobile.
Throw the ball
you want Jared Goff over Dak Prescott and CJ Stroud? Out of your fucking mind. Out of your fucking mind.
CJ Stroud is, I was wrong. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we're going to go Dak here.
Oh, God. Dak over CJ?
The with more proven. You're right. Yeah, I forgot about all the changes. All right, we're going to go CJ Stroud. 34, Dak Prescott. And then, am I bugging to put? Nah, we're going to go Trey McBride. 35.
What is up with you and Trey McBride?
You didn't watch him enough, dude. He's fucking incredible. 36. What are you thinking? Joe Burrow, Rashee Rice, James Conner, Mondre Stevenson, Zay Flowers, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Debo Samuel, David Montgomery, Brandon Ayuk, Aaron Jones.
Zay Flowers here.
Think so?
Yeah, I like Zay.
I think that's not a bad pick. Anthony Richardson,
Get
Mark
access
Andrews.
to what I would say is the number one wide receiver in the 4th round. I feel like it's pretty solid.
Yeah, I'm going to go. All right, so you're going to go 36, Zay Flowers. 37, Nico Collins. Solid fucking pick. People are going to be sleeping on Nico because it's not a flashy, fancy name. DK Metcalf.
Yeah, that's fine.
38, DK Metcalf. 39. Let's see. Jalen Waddle, Mark Andrews, Anthony Richardson. I think AR is not a bad pick.
No, it's not. I mean, too high. Too high.
Too high? Cool. Brandon Ayuk, depending on where he goes. Debo Samuel.
That's not a big.
All right, we're going to go Ayuk. And then we're going to wrap it up here at the last pick at 40, and we're going to go over the recap. So Ayuk was 39, 40. I think this is a great spot for Mr. Blondie, Mr. Slim Shady, Mr. Stan. What do you think?
Joe Burrow.
Or Kyler. I like Kyler more than Joe Burrow because he has the rushing upside. I think it's Joe Burrow.
Yeah, it's probably Joe.
It's got to be Joe Burrow. All right, we're going to go Joe Burrow.
It's Joe.
And then, not saying he's going to go 41, but I'm putting him in because you guys need to have him on your board. It's Kyler Murray. All right. Let's recap real quick. I have it on a list. Sorry, I didn't put it on a nice display for everyone. There. Oh, Kelsey finally tuned in at the buzzer. It's not like Bill Burr. Okay.
Kelsey.
So, we just went through, I don't know how many rounds it is, but picks 1 through 41. And I appreciate everyone fucking rocking in with us here. I got a lot of viewers in this one today. Number 1, obviously, CMC. Stop me if you want to talk on anything, Dan. Number 2, CeeDee Lamb. Number 3, Tyreek Hill. Number 4, Jamar Chase. Number 5, Breece Hall. Number 6, Jay Jettas. Number 7, AJ Brown. Number 8, Amon-Ra St. Brown. He can go over Jay Jettas and AJ Brown if you guys would like. She goes, I missed my training. Run it back. It's live, but you can always watch it back. Bijan Robinson, number 9. Jonathan Taylor, number 10. Garrett Wilson, number 11. Saquon Barkley, number 12. Number 13, Kyron Williams. That's Dan's pick of the week. Number 14, Jahmyr Gibbs. Number 15, Puka Nacua, minus the injury news. Number 16, Travis Etienne Jr. Number 17, Marvin Harrison Jr. Number 18, Isaiah Pacheco. 19, Devontae Adams. 20, Michael Pittman Jr. 21, Josh Allen. 22, Chris Olave. 23, Devon Achane. 24, Derrick Henry. 25, Alvin Kamara. 26, James Cook. 27, Stephon Diggs. 28, Cooper Kupp. 29, Jalen Hurts. 30, Lamar Jackson. 31, Sam Laporta. 32, Patrick Mahomes. 33, CJ Stroud. 34, Dak Prescott. 35, Trey McBride. 36, Zay Flowers. 37, Nico Collins. 38, DK Metcalf. 39, Brandon Ayuk. 40 is Joe Burrow. And 41 is Kyler Murray. If you guys were here for the whole stream, we got to discuss every one of these picks and why you need to think differently from the average ADP that is posted on every social media and posted on fucking every fucking fantasy football website, because everyone's looking at the same lists and they're all going to be like, well, this guy's supposed to go here, so I'll wait for him. And they pass over value that can be to your advantage, whether it's in trade value or... Dude, look at this round, though. If you can stack a second... So say in round 1 you get, let's just say, A.J. Brown. And then in round 3, or round 2 or round 3, you get Stephon Diggs, and then was able to get one of fucking Mark Andrews, fucking Sam Laporta, or Trey McBride. So you have A.J. Brown, Stephon Diggs, and Trey McBride or Sam Laporta. That's a nasty unit. Say you got a running back like fucking like Travis Etienne or Isaiah Pacheco on the turn, and you were able to fill in somewhere Derrick Henry or Devon Achane or anything like that. with whatever quarterback you get. Say you get Kyler Murray late and you pair him with Trey McBride, or you get Jared. If you wanted Jared Goff to pair with Sam Laporta, you are lit. There's so many different shit you could do. Kelsey says, "Hope you and your fams are the best. Thank you for doing this." Thank you, Kelsey. I really appreciate that. Puts a lot of fuel in the tank for us over here at Degen Fantasy. So double down. I got a question for you. So we're gonna be doing until the season starts. I'm considering making one fantasy video stream a week, and then one betting stream a week, and then on Sundays you will be doing the NASCAR stream. Is that something you think we should be doing?
Yeah, that's fine. That's great.
Okay.
Peep the fucking NASCAR stream. Okay?
Sundays, guys.
4-1. 4-1.
Unbelievable. Dude's nasty. And we're also.
You didn't bet any of it, did you? No,
I didn't. I did not. It sounded like Chinese to me.
Four.
Sorry. Listen, guys, we're on SoBet. We're also on Spotify now. This episode will be uploaded tonight. Degen Fantasy on Spotify, all platforms. We are sponsored by W Energy. Use promo code DGenBets at w.gg to get 15% off your order of W Energy. And also, we are proud content creators of a company called SoBet that signed us to post our picks, our sports betting picks, and fantasy football picks and content on their platform. If you guys want to check it out, the link is in the description. That is our Degen Fantasy affiliate link to SoBet. If you guys sign up, not only can you tail all of our picks that are hitting a mighty, you can also tail any other signed content creator on there. You're not seeing random people on TikTok that are like, fucking check out this highlight and look at this and then put your money on this. And they don't put their money on it. Anything we post, we put our money on. And anything we post has a lot of detailed research and information behind it. And that's why we got brought onto a platform like SoBet that signs betting sharps. No, Rocky, you told me you're doing a 24-hour nonstop stream. Oh, I totally would get a little nipple going here. And then Kelsey said sorbet is awesome. But hey, Kelsey, if you did enjoy the information, we're going to be doing a lot more of this. And also, if you have any questions for any fantasy stuff while we're on stream, feel free to ask. And yeah, watch this video back. Tons of information on players if you need some info. And yeah, you have a lot you can go from here. Do you want to do the NFL over-under total in another episode?
No, not at all. Yeah, let's do that. Let's not do that tonight.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do that tonight either. All right, cool. So, guys, we will be back on Friday doing over-unders for placing your bets on where do you think these teams are going to finish.
Season win totals. All right, guys. I don't know what the fuck is going on the other side.
I was explaining it for people that don't know what season win totals is.
No. Everybody knows. We're betting.
Radley, appreciate you in the chat, brother. If you want to subscribe and be around for more, dude, we'd love to have you. Appreciate it, my man. Yeah, the conversation was fun, so thank you for your input and feedback. Helps us out a lot and makes the stream more enjoyable. So that'll do it today. Ladies and gentlemen, Kelsey, we love you too.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Kelsey. I gotta start over. Later.
Kelsey.
There we go. Peace, guys.